Hey everyone, so I wanted to make a quick video after seeing a 9-year-old video pop up on my YouTube feed. Um, Basically, it was titled, it's by a user Closet Soldier 4396, and it's titled Iran Nuclear Attack Dream dash Rapture. Okay, so I found this on my feed a few hours ago. It was just weird to me considering the fact that it's been 9 years since. Why is this coming up now? Um, I don't know if it's supposed to be like the algorithm is, it's like they're pushing propaganda or what's going on with that. But in the event that it wasn't, now, I mean, assuming that it's a dream from a believer, and she seems like a very genuine believer, um, sharing like a bit of her testimony and how God calls us, He uses us, He asks us to um, act as living instruments to do His will. That was towards the end of her YouTube video. She was talking about it after she goes on to describe like this um, this conflict, all this other stuff. What I wanted to get into, because she had mentioned it in her video, and I felt that it was a bit of a calling of my own, was to share a dream that I had, not exactly related to, not related to the war, but more so along the lines of rapture. I did have a dream. It was back in 2023. So it was, I have it here, I'm looking at it now. I do a lot of journal entries. I have written many dreams and things like that that I've had down. This is one that I've had that is yet to come to fruition, and quite frankly, I wouldn't even want it to come to fruition, but um, I'm just gonna share it with you. It's about an asteroid hitting the Earth, something along those lines. So I wrote here November 2nd, 2023, and I'm gonna put the picture, the screenshot of it in my iJournal. I send journal entries to myself, so I have a screenshot of it on my phone. I'll upload it here. Um, Basically, I wrote here, dreamt of asteroid hitting the Earth, November 2nd, 2023, Thursday. So it was 6:08 p.m. I wrote here 6:08 p.m. Worked last night and slept during the day today between the hours of 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. I dreamt of what looked like my hometown. For some reason, it looked like my aunt was nearby, but I was at home and my mom and the family were out too. I looked up at the sky and it was a pink and yellow sunset like those warm afternoon summers, but I noticed an urgency that an asteroid burning up with a huge fire tail behind it was hurling towards the earth. It struck the earth and I saw a huge explosion. It was near where I perceived my aunt was working on the left-hand side. And on the right, I perceived that's where my mom and the family were as they were out and about. I saw many people running towards my direction, away from the asteroid. I called my mom asking her where she was, and by then she had come home to me. I called my aunt asking where she is, and she said she was going home now and that she saw the asteroid and emphasized to me it was so close, as if she was amazed or astonished. After waking up, so after I have this dream, I wrote here, after waking up a little more, but still laying down in bed, I remembered the name Wormwood. So after this dream, I'm waking up and I hear, like audibly, Wormwood. That's all I hear. And mind you, having read the Bible practically cover to cover, I have never really looked into, like, when it came to the book of Revelations, I haven't really like looked into the asteroid name or the star name or whatever it is. But I distinctly remember after having this dream, I heard that word, and in later researching it, it turns out it is one of Bible prophecies that there would be a star. In the Bible, it's described as a star. Don't know if it would be a star or a planet or an asteroid or what, does hit Earth, making a third of the Earth's waters, fresh waters, things like this. Um, I don't know if it hits the ocean and somehow the fresh waters get affected, but basically, point being, one third of the waters become so bitter that if a man drinks from it, he would die. Like it's, and that's one third of the waters. I don't know if it affected one third of the population, but I know for a fact it affected one third of fresh water. Um, the Me bringing this up, I'm trying to, I want to get to a point. So this dream I had back in November 2023, it wasn't until June 2025 that I was reading about, I came across this article. It's titled, "Will Apophis Hit Earth in 2029?" And I saved it also as a journal entry. I'm trying to pull up the um I'll just give you the basics of it. Like in the article, I'll try to find the link for the article and attach it here too. Um, so it says here, like this is an excerpt it from the article. It says here, 99942 Apophis is a near-Earth asteroid that orbits the sun about every 324 days. It was discovered in 2004. Early predictions estimated a 2.7% chance of Apophis hitting Earth in 2029, which led to it being temporarily assigned a Torino scale of rating of 4, the highest ever recorded for any asteroid at the time, indicating a close encounter with significant chance of collision. This sparked widespread concern and comparisons to the apocalyptic Wormwood asteroid from the Book of Revelation. Although further observations ruled out the possibility of impact in the near future, a doomsday atmosphere still lingers around the asteroid. Okay, well, point point being, so this is the excerpt from the article. Point being, it wasn't until about, I want to say, a year and a half, 2 years later, that I came across this article talking about Apophis, and it's not me, it's people started making the connection between the this asteroid Apophis and like the Wormwood prophecy and things like this from the Bible. um and there is still speculation, even though it's not, like, this is not, it's not mainstream news, and I don't think it's going to be mainstream news until like closer to 2020, I don't know, 2027, 2028, 2029. Only because when I looked into this a little bit further, they it seemed like it's just speculation that it's going to make, I don't know, like a turn around Earth, and then it'll be like a close encounter, and then it's gonna keep going and then come back 2 years later and actually hit. I don't know. Um, this is Listen, I don't know. I mean, this is like speculation. This is what they say. I know. Listen, I believe my Bible. So there will be. I truly believe there will be something that does hit Earth. I don't think it's going to be, it's not, I don't think it's going to be like man made or human manufactured, the way that they do these, like the propaganda, the people behind the scenes pulling the strings sort of thing. I think that there will be an event where a star does hit the Earth, or a planet does, an asteroid does hit the planet, and it does cause severe impact. It does cause um, like one third of fresh water is disappearing. I think it's a pretty big deal. So it's going to be significant. It's going to affect us. And I think it is to come. These days, I mean, why am I bringing this up? I came across this, the video. It's a 9-year-old video. I can show you just what it looks like here. Let me see if I can show it to you. I mean, that's like the best. It says here, um, Iran nuclear attack dream, Rapture. So that's, if you do, I definitely recommend the video. I definitely recommend that you go watch it. Um, it being so old and coming to pass now, with all these things happening in Iran, um, I am bringing up a dream that I had, because in this video, with the Iran nuclear attack dream, in this video, the believer really, she went into detail about how we as Christians should be sharing our testimonies. We should be sharing dreams that we had, visions that we had. If the Holy Spirit is speaking to us, we should be, and if we're called or if we're led by the Spirit to be giving our testimonies, we should be giving it, just so that people can wake up to the reality that we're living in, which I do believe we are living in the times of the signs. We are living in the end times. I think that we as believers have been quiet about the things going on in the spiritual realms that have yet to be fully perceived by non-believers, and even some believers who are kind of asleep on that alike. um, so I just wanted to share this dream that I had. It was back, the asteroid hitting the earth. It was back in 2023 that I had this dream. I'll put the screenshots up. um, I just want to raise awareness about it, because having come across the video of this Iran nuclear attack dream, it just, it really encouraged me to share, um, some things that I, you know, at the time didn't really. It's like there was an urgency to share it. I would share it with family, I would share it with friends, but having come across these things, now that we really, really are living in the times of the signs, I feel like it would just be for, somebody, anybody's benefit, to know that yes, I think that we as believers are having these dreams and these visions, and I think we are called, um, to speak on them, to share them, so that we can raise awareness about, um, the times we're living in, and Jesus is coming. He is surely soon to come. I mean, it doesn't get, we're living in times where there's wars, rumors of wars, famines. We're getting there with inflation and everything, pestilences. COVID was back. It was like 7 years ago, I think now. But, like, this disease X supposed to come. It's like we are just living in the times of the signs, and I just think it would be wise, um, and good for believers to share their testimonies, their dreams, and, yeah. So I'm just trying to do my my part in that. If you liked the video, if you have any questions, comments, you can reach out to me. Um, if you if there's anything, I don't know, you'd like to share, if you guys would want like a live Q&A or something like that, I would love to know. Give me a like and a subscribe, and hopefully I will, be in touch with you soon.